Welcome back, everybody, to Next Level Contractor and One Exam Prep. And today we are talking about how to get your contractor's license in Arizona, the no guesswork method. And we've got the special guest Andrew, our licensing expert. Andrew, welcome.
Hey, no, thanks for having me back. Always excited to be here.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it. Let's talk everything Arizona today. So why don't you break down? Arizona has a lot of licenses, a lot of letters and numbers and commercial, residential. Why don't you give us a quick breakdown of that?
All right. So, Arizona, there's a couple major categories. There's engineering, commercial, residential, and then engineering can be broken down further into commercial, residential. Right? Some of it's really intuitive. If you see a license with a C, just a C dash something, that's a commercial license. If you see a license with an R, like an R-10, that's a residential license. And then if you see a CR10, that's the combined residential commercial license. And those would be for the specialties. So like a C10 is the commercial drywall, a R10 is the residential drywall, a CR10 is the combined commercial residential drywall, right? So those specialty licenses intuitive. Where it can get a little bit tricky is with the general contracting licenses, because they're all just a B. For example, general residential is just a B, but then general commercial is just a B1, B-1, right? So it gets a little confusing there. You kind of just have to know their website's really good where it outlines everything. But also, too, for folks where it might get a little confusing is when they look at their testing bulletin, right? A lot of the tests overlap. So you'll see on your testing bulletin from PSI, it'll say C-10/R-10/CR-10, right? And that's because that test they use for all three of those classifications, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Bottom line, if you're confused, you can call Andrew and he'll explain it to you.
Yep. Okay. Happy to do it.
All right. Great. All right. So the application process, walk us through the general requirements.
So the application, it's done online. You can't, the license is attached to the business. You're the qualifying party, but it's the business that's licensed. So a little bit different than some other places where you're not going to be licensed as an individual, right? Mm-hmm. Experience requirements, they're looking for 2 years, right? For a lot of it. And actually, if you have 2 years on some of the specialty licenses, you're exempt from the trade exam. So definitely check, because you might not have to take that trade exam if you have the experience. But what's great about it, though, is even if you don't have the experience, let's say I just want to get into drywall, right? Mm-hmm. If I pass the trade exam, I don't need any experience. So it's a kind of a easy way to get in the game, especially for younger kid, maybe 18-year-old kid. You know how to do it, but you can't show experience because you were in school, right? Well, you don't have to wait, where in other places you'd have to wait a couple years to show that experience. Licensing,
qualifying party.
So the license is attached to the business. The qualifying party is the person who actually takes the tests and qualifies the business. I know that's a little semantic and tricky, but it's Arizona, you're not licensed as an individual. The business is licensed. It's just you with your experience, your test scores are the qualifying party for that business to be licensed.
Got it. Okay.
The financial requirement, if you want me to get into that a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
So you're going to have a license bond, right? Okay. And that's based off your estimated annual volume of work and can range for a general contractor anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000. Now, bonds are renewed annually, and they're typically 1% of the bond amount. So when you see, to do work, I need $50,000 bond or $100,000 bond. It's not as much as it seems. They're fairly attainable. In addition, residential contractors, this isn't commercial. This is just residential. They have to pay into the recovery fund. So that'll range $270 to $370. Or if you wanted to, they would accept a $200,000 surety bond.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the exams. Big change here. A lot of states have business exams, but you're saying Arizona does not.
Correct. So most places you'll have your business law exam, and then you'll have a trade knowledge exam. Arizona, they still have a business law requirement, but it's an online course with an exam. Kind of similar to if you ever done any kind of corporate continuing education or things like that, or if you've done continuing education for another license, kind of similar to that.
Hmm.
It's offered exclusively through a company called Gemetrix, Gemetrix. If you just Google them in Arizona SRE exam, it comes right up. It's $61, required for licensure, no matter the experience, no matter everybody's got to get that done. Um, and then trade exams, similar in most places, they're mostly open book. A couple are closed book. Um, One of the things you'll run into in Arizona too on a lot of them is they'll have books you can bring into the exam and then suggested study references for a lot of the exams. So, just to keep in mind, the way I always look at that scenario is those books that are suggested study references that you can't bring into the exam. I'm not saying ignore them, but the majority of your time needs to be spent with your starting players, the guys who are going to be with you on game day. You want
Hmm.
to practice with those books, know those books inside and out, because on the timed multiple choice exam, when you read the question, you want to know exactly where to go to find the answer. Make sure you get that exam done before you run out of time. Most
Hmm.
people, when they take these exams, they don't lose to the exam. They don't lose because they don't have the knowledge, or they can't use the book. They lose to the clock. So it's building the
Right.
muscle memory with the book.
Hmm.
You want to make sure you're doing focus prep, laser focused on your exam scope. These are big books, and not everything in that book might apply to your exam scope. So you don't want to, you want to work efficiently. You don't want to waste time studying areas of the book that don't apply to what you're doing.
Hmm. Got it. Okay. There is another option, right, in Arizona for called NASCA. Can you tell us about that?
Yep. So Arizona is a NASCA state. NASCA is kind of a standardized general contractor exam that's accepted by 17 states. So for folks who Arizona is just the beginning and they have business opportunity in many other states, or for folks who are licensed elsewhere coming into Arizona that may already have NASCA scores, Arizona will accept the NASCA scores for their general commercial license.
Hmm.
Um, so you would still have to do their SRE exam, right? That's still, or not the online course through Geometrics. You still have to do that. That you're not exempt from that. But if you have NASCA scores, there's no trade exam for the general commercial, the B1 license in Arizona. NASCA's open book exam, right? The same kind of formula applies. You practice with the books, learn the recognized keywords. So when you read a question, oh, I know that word. That word's chapter 12, my principles and practices all day, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Right.
Other thing, NASCA scores don't expire. So if you
Hmm.
took NASCA 10 years ago to get South Carolina license, you're still good. You just go on NASCA's website, get your transcript.
Great. Oh, wow. That's great. Okay. So I know you did a little bit of a video showing us your course. Why don't you walk us through this?
So this is one exam preps course for the NASCA exam. I mentioned focus prep specific to your exam scope, and that's exactly what this is. We're looking at book by book practice questions, laser focused in on your exam scope. You master each book individually, right? And then what we do at the end is everything will get jumbled together into the final exam simulators to really test yourself if you're going to be ready. In addition to that type of stuff, which you'd be doing on your own, what you see here is the live class recordings. You're going to have a live Zoom class each week, but if you show up late, leave early, or it just doesn't fit with your schedule, all classes are recorded and clearly labeled what went over in what class, so you can binge watch classes in your free time 24/7. So these are the final exam simulators that I mentioned here. They time you, grade you, but what's awesome about them is if you get the question wrong, it's telling you the book and the exact location where you would have found the correct answer right away while it's still fresh in your head. That's science-based. That's how people learn. You're not waiting until the end to find out, and then you're tired, the oven's preheated, ready to cook dinner. No, you're ready there right away while that question's still fresh in your head.
Hmm.
And of course, if we get to a math question here, you'll see how we break down the math for
Hmm.
you in the answer key.
Okay.
Um, but Very successful with that course, 98.7% success rate. The combination of that live class, the instructor feedback with the exam simulators, the book by book practice. You use the course as recommended by Mr. Michael, the instructor, you're going to pass the exam.
Got it. Okay. And just for everybody who one exam does have all the licenses in Arizona broken down on their website, on their Arizona page, and as you can see, there are over 100 different licenses with packages available for every exam. Andrew's been so kind to give us a coupon code on any of these packages, AZ10 off, for 10% off any package you choose. You can call Andrew and his team, the entire sales team at One Exam Prep, at 877-775-9400, Andrew at oneexamprep.com. Andrew, thank you so much. Any last words?
Nope. Thank you for having me, Noah. I really love doing a deep dive on this stuff. So anybody with any questions, thoughts, thinking about getting licensed, just curious, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Great. Again, thank you, everybody, and good luck to everybody on your Arizona contractor licenses.